Hey you guys, it's Kyra and welcome back to my channel. So I have not done a video like this before on my channel. I've done like chit chat get ready with me's and things like that, but I've never like just done like a super informal like just come on camera and just talk kind of video, and that's what I'm doing today. And it's something that I have experienced, I mean especially as a woman of color, something that I hate and really want to use my platform to change and use my voice to vocalize my thoughts. But it's definitely something that I just feel like I just needed to come on camera and just like vent about, because it's so frustrating. And at this point in 2018 we shouldn't be having this conversation, but we're gonna have it anyways, okay? The center of it is going to be the Tarte Shape Tape Foundation, but it kind of applies to a bunch of different brands, but specifically the Tarte Shape Tape, and I'll explain why. So if you know, I'm sure you guys, most of you guys know that Tarte just released a line of Shape Tape foundations. Now you guys know that I love the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and so whenever I had first heard that they were releasing this foundation, I was so hyped. I was so excited because I'm like, yes, like I'm sure it's bomb, like, you know, like I'm all excited about it. I was ready to, you know, spend my coins on it. And then, you know, we got the pictures of the shade range. Now if you've not seen the picture, I'm gonna go ahead and insert it here with all of the shades. I believe they released 15 shades, and as you can see, of all the 15 shades, there are 3 shades for women of color. 3, y'all. I don't know why. I think at this point, first of all, y'all, it's 2018. I feel like we, women of color, have been saying the same thing for years now. Inclusion, diversity, representation. Like, we've been saying it over and over and over again, and then these companies just don't listen. Now I'm a person where if you don't want to include me, cool, you don't have to get my points. Like, that's just how it is. Just so you guys know, I will not be reviewing it. I will not be promoting or supporting it. I won't. Now, just to be clear, I'm not saying that I won't use any Tarte product ever, because I will still be using the Tarte Shape Tape because I do love it. But as far as foundation goes, I will not be purchasing it, reviewing it, anything. And that's just because I don't want to be one of those people that buys it just to rant about it and just to complain about it, but I'm still giving them my money. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, it's 2018. Why are we still having this discussion? And the sad part is that it's not even just beauty. I follow a ton of fashion bloggers also, and there's one that I follow that I've admired for years, Kira Zeta, and she posted this like Instagram live video on Instagram where she basically called out fashion companies, and she targeted Revolve for their lack of diversity. And there's tons of companies that do this, but she specifically called out Revolve, which is a clear example of the issue. And so she basically called them out and was like, you know, again, it's 2018. Why are we still having this conversation? I personally feel like at this day and age, at this point, y'all are not that dumb. Let's be real. You guys are not that dumb. Okay, especially when you're working with major corporations, because these corporations have to go through multiple rounds of approvals before campaigns and things like that are approved. So my thing is, like, with the social and racial climate that we are living in today, I feel like no one is that dumb. You guys know what you're doing. You're just choosing to do it. I was just telling my husband about this. I told him like last week, before this, y'all, this is before the Tarte thing even came up. I was telling him, like, I'm so tired of companies doing something that has like an underlying racial, you know, bias, or they intentionally don't include people of different ethnicities, and they intentionally, you know, cater to a certain audience, but then know, once they get backlash, it's like, oh, we didn't know, we're so sorry, we'll do better. It's no. Y'all know. Let's be real. Y'all know at this point in age, y'all know what it is. And I personally feel like they're doing it on purpose now. Like at this point, it's laughable because I feel like they're doing it on purpose. And they do it to like build up all this controversy. You know, some people honestly believe that any kind of attention is good attention. Any kind of publicity is good publicity. And I feel like a lot of companies these days pull that trick and they do something that's like ridiculous, like with Tarte. They do it on purpose because, let's be real, Tarte knows good doggone well that women of color buy their products. They want us to buy everything else. But then when it comes to their foundation, oh, let's have 12 shades of beige and then 3 shades of women of color. Speaking of the women of color, okay, this is also another thing that really irked my nerves. So in the picture with the 15 faces and the foundation matching them, am I the only one who noticed that sis at the bottom down here that's matched to Deep Honey, they know good doggone well that is not her foundation shade. As soon as I saw this, even my husband, he was sitting next to me when I was looking at this chart, and I was like, babe, that's not even her shade. That's not even her shade. They just threw her in there. They know good and well they did not use Deep Honey on her skin tone. Like, obviously that's not for her. Well, it looks like down here there's another black woman down here, but you guys have 4 black women in a shade range of 15. And then you just throw in this deeper toned black woman down here for Deep Honey, and y'all know good doggone well that's not her shade. Obviously. It's 2018. Now, I'm gonna tell you a personal antidote. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, then you guys know this already. But I had actually got asked to partner with Tarte and Ulta Beauty to do a review on the product. And this was before they had actually released the shade range. And they had contacted me, and I had told them, yeah, I'd be interested. So they, you know, submitted my stuff to Ulta and Tarte. They liked it. So I was actually planning on signing the contract, you know, for the collaboration. But then again, I saw the shade range. And for me, as a woman of color who regularly promotes diversity and inclusion, if you guys have watched my beauty channel, if you guys watch my vlog channel, you guys know where I stand on this issue. You guys probably know this by now, that I am very, very supportive of diversity and inclusion. Although I always root for everyone, I support everyone, I root for everyone. However, as a black woman, I am always in the corner cheering on women of color. I don't think that we get enough credit. I don't think we get enough representation, and I think that companies and society could do much better. And I feel like if I have a platform to promote that and encourage that, why not? That goes with anything, with entertainment, with music, with movies, with beauty, with influencers, with friends, with family, with, you know, peers, co-workers. I am always rooting. Like, I root for everybody, but I'm like super rooting for people of color, always. Because there's not enough of us doing that. Let's be honest. There's not enough people that aren't of our complexion rooting for us. So we have to root for each other. Whenever I saw the shade range, granted I was going to get paid a good ton of money too. It was my first major collaboration and partnership with a major retailer and a major brand. So I was excited about that. But it just didn't feel right. And my thing is, I can't come on my channel, produce a whole video about how the formula is this and how the formula is that and how it, you know, it feels like this and it looks like that, and, you know, encouraging guys to buy it whenever I honestly, if I weren't getting paid, I wouldn't be purchasing it. So for me, it just didn't feel right for me to just do a sponsored video promoting a foundation that I don't even support, and a brand that at this point in time I'm not too happy with. So I just did that in there just to let you guys know that all money is not good money, and that it's so important to stay true to you. Now, did I miss out on some money? Yeah, I did. Did I miss out on a good opportunity? Probably. But I wouldn't have felt good. I'm not bragging or anything. I'm not trying to get you guys to feel bad for me or anything like that, but it's more so just about staying true to who you are. One thing that I really, really wish is that more influencers that are not of color, that are not minorities, would stand up for us the same way that we do, you know, whenever there's just injustice in general. I feel like women of color, we can be very passionate, and I think that whenever there's an injustice in general, whether that be in the beauty industry, music industry, whatever, like, we're always there supporting. and rooting people on. I feel like there's a huge disconnect. I feel like some of them may even know that it's wrong, but they like won't vocalize it, and I do not know why. I don't know why. I think it's just maybe it's just because it doesn't affect them, so they don't really feel like they should say something. And this is not even just in beauty, this also goes in fashion in relation to what I was saying earlier about Kira Zeta's post. Because I know good plain and well, like even fashion influencers and fashion bloggers, whenever they go on these trips and they look around and don't see anyone of, you know, a black woman or Latino woman, or, you know, someone of a deeper skin tone or a little more melanin to them, I know that when they go on these trips, they notice that. But the question is, A, does it bother them? Naturally, it would bother me. And that's just, not even because I'm black. That's just who I am as a person. Naturally, it would bother me. If I was a person that truly valued diversity, it would genuinely bother me if I go on a brand trip or whatever trip and notice that there was not a person to represent each, you know, ethnicity within the general population. That's what I'm saying. So I would think, you know, A, does it bother them? And if it doesn't bother them, why doesn't it? And if it does bother them, why are they not speaking up and speaking out? And why are they not trying to advocate for us the same way? Again, I think it's more so just a matter of people just not caring about what doesn't affect them. But it's sad. It's really sad. And I just feel like that is also why the fashion and beauty community can be so divided, because of the fact that, let's be completely honest, women of color have a disadvantage in the beauty industry and the fashion industry. That's a fact. I know it's a fact. Why, y'all? It's 2018. They're doing it on purpose. Okay, they're doing it on purpose, and that is the frustrating part. Especially as someone who was actually asked to after I saw the picture, I'm thinking in my head like, how could you even ask me to collaborate with you and review this product when there's not even a shade that matches my skin tone? Like, what? That doesn't even make sense. Or maybe I can mix 2 shades and get my skin tone and then tell you guys, oh, go ahead and buy 2 shades to get your skin tone, so you'll be giving them even more money, even though they didn't even really include you in the first place. See what I'm saying? Like, that's why I was just like, no, I can't do it. And it just, y'all, it really frustrates me. And even my husband, y'all, whenever I had showed him the shade range of the foundation, even he was like, those who look the exact same, those who look the exact same, those 3 look the same. Like, and even he was like, babe, like, those are a bunch of the same shades. And I'm like, yeah, it is. I do understand that not all companies can create a Fenty Beauty line. You know, not all companies can create 40 shades with a ton of different undertones and a ton of different shades. I understand that. But my thing is that just be mindful. Whenever you're creating these shades, for example, with Tarte, maybe they can only create 15 shades, and that I understand. And don't get me started on the whole, oh, we're adding 10 shades. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. Maybe they could only afford to just launch with 15 shades. That I understand. But if you're gonna do that, do, you know, 7 and 8, you know, 7 shades of beige and then 8 shades of women of color, or, you know, vice versa. Make it pretty even so that way you can cover a wide range of skin tones. That would be better. Even if you don't have 40 shades, just try to be more inclusive in your shade range. Now, I do know that Tarte has mentioned that they are coming out with another 10 shades of foundation, and that means zip to me. I don't care. The reason why is because at this point, if you didn't include this in your first launch, if you launch more, that just means that we're an afterthought. And that's my problem. Honestly, that's just really what it is. They want to launch more shades to include more skin tones to get more money. The problem is that you should have thought about this to begin with. It shouldn't be like, oh, let's go ahead and launch a full range of foundations, because let's be real, that whole line basically is for Caucasian women. I mean, let's be real. Let's go ahead and launch a whole shade range for Caucasian women, and then let's go ahead and then piggyback off of that and then go ahead and include women of color. No, because that's the problem. Hello? That's the problem. That afterthought, that let's go ahead and pander to one audience first and then go ahead and backdoor in with a second line for everyone else is the problem. Duh, hello? But again, it's 2018. And y'all are not that dumb. And I know y'all aren't that dumb. I know it. One day y'all will learn the power of the black coin, the Latino coin, the Caribbean coin, the Asian coin, the Middle Eastern coin, the Pacific Islander coin. One day you guys will learn. So anyways, y'all, I just had to come on here and say that. I just had to come and like just talk to y'all about that. I feel like if you guys have been following me for a while, then you guys know my viewpoint on that. If you guys have catch some things I've said in the past, and if you guys have like really listened to me, then you guys know my thoughts on diversity and inclusion. But like, I feel like I need to just have a dedicated video to just clear it up. just so we're clear. Just so we're clear, okay? Anywho, that's that for now. Hopefully more brands will do better. Let's be honest. Let's hope more brands do better. Try harder. And stop the games. Like, that's really what it is. Y'all just stop playing. Just stop playing. We'll see what happens in the future. Hopefully it gets better. If not, there's plenty of black owned companies and companies who do want to include us, so just focus on those and we'll be good. So that is it for this video, you guys. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and let me know you guys' thoughts down below. I'm curious to hear what you guys think, and catch you guys in the next one. Bye guys.